Hello everyone, welcome back to English with Turk. If you are new to this channel, my name is Okan and today we are going to talk about a problem that almost every English learner experiences. You know exactly what I'm talking about? You watch movies, you listen to songs, you understand YouTubers, maybe you even understand me right now very easily, but when it's your turn to speak English, your brain goes buffering, loading. Please wait. Nothing comes out. So today's question is, why can you understand English but can't speak it? And more importantly, how can you fix it? Let's jump right in. Understanding and speaking are two different skills. Let's imagine something. You watch football every weekend, you know all the rules, you know the strategies, you know which player is good, which player is terrible. But if somebody gives you a ball and says, okay, now you play. But you won't magically become Cristiano Ronaldo. Why? Because watching and doing are different skills. It's exactly the same with English. Understanding English equals recognition, speaking English equals production. Recognition is passive, production is active. Two different brain processes. So the first reason you can understand but not speak is simple. You have practiced listening but not speaking. It's like going to the gym and only watching YouTube fitness videos but never lifting a weight. Of course, you won't build muscles. You learned English in a test-based way. This is a huge problem in many countries. People learn English through grammar tests, multiple choice questions, fill in the blanks, memorizing rules, and reading textbooks. But speaking is never practiced. Let me show you the difference. In a test, you think, is this present perfect? Should I use have been or has been? What is the correct grammar structure? But when you speak, you don't have time to think. You need automatic language. A native speaker never says, should I use a past simple or past perfect? They just speak. So if your English learning experience was full of grammar and exams, no wonder speaking feels difficult. Your brain was trained to pass tests, not to communicate. You are afraid to make mistakes. Let's be honest, most learners can speak more than they think, but they don't because they're scared of sounding funny, making grammar mistakes, people laughing, forgetting words, losing confidence. You want to speak like a native in your first sentence. You want to be perfect, but perfection kills your speaking. Let me tell you a secret. Natives make mistakes all the time. Natives use wrong grammar in daily life constantly. They say, I ain't got no time. Or maybe, you was there. I don't know. He don't care. Are these grammatically correct? Not really, but do natives use them every day? Absolutely. Speaking is not a grammar exam, it's communication. And guess what? People don't care if you make mistakes. They care about understanding you. So let go of perfection, just speak. You don't have enough speaking habits. Here's the truth. You can't become a speaker by watching speaking. You need habits. Let me give you examples of simple habits that fix speaking problems. Number one, shadowing practice. 5 minutes a day. Choose a short clip, copy the speaker's voice, rhythm, and pronunciation, not thinking, just repeating. Number two, talk to yourself. Yes, it sounds weird, but it really works. For example, I'm making coffee right now. I'm really tired today. I'm going to the gym later. Talking to yourself makes speaking natural and automatic. Number three, use simple sentences. Don't try to speak like Shakespeare. Instead of thinking, I would like to express my deep gratitude, say, thank you very much. Make it simple, make it fast, make it automatic. Vocabulary recognition versus vocabulary production. Another secret reason, you know many words, but you only know them when you see or hear them. This is called passive vocabulary. When you need these words while speaking, your brain can't find them. It's like having food in your fridge but not being able to cook anything. Speaking needs active vocabulary. For example, you understand the word exhausted, but when you speak, you say, I am very, very, very tired, like super tired, extremely tired. Because exhausted is a passive word, you recognize it, but you don't use it. To activate vocabulary, you need repetition. You need to use a word 20 to 30 times in sentences to make it active. For example, I was exhausted yesterday, I'm exhausted after work, you look exhausted today. That's how activation works. Your translation habit is slowing you down. Many learners think in their native language first. For example, you think in Turkish, acaba yarın müsait misin? Then you try to translate, are you free tomorrow, I guess? It becomes slow, unnatural, and painful. You must think directly in English. Try this experiment. Don't translate, I'm thirsty. Just feel it. Say it like you say your own name. I'm hungry. I'm cold. I'm busy. I'm tired. Short, emotional, automatic sentences are the key to natural speaking. Let's test something. I'll ask you a few questions. Try answering out loud. Question 1. What did you do this morning? If your brain went silent or you said, for 3 seconds, that means your speaking muscles are weak. Question 2. Tell me one thing you love doing. If you paused again, that's normal because your brain understands the question instantly, but it cannot produce the answer instantly. Now try again faster. Simple sentences, short answers. I woke up, had breakfast, and checked my phone. I like playing games. I love watching movies. When you simplify, speaking becomes easier. Well, how to fix this problem? Let me give you 5 powerful speaking techniques. If you apply these for 30 days, you will speak better. Number 1. Speak 2 minutes a day. No excuses. Choose a topic. It could be my day, my job, my hobbies, my plans. Set a timer. Speak for 2 minutes nonstop. You can make mistakes, you can repeat words, it doesn't matter. Number 2. Shadow one short clip per day. Copy the speaker's sound and speed. This trains your tongue, your mouth muscles, and your rhythm. Number 3. Use simple English. Don't wait for big sentences. Start with small ones. Increase difficulty slowly. Number 4. Record yourself. When you listen to your recording, you will see your real speaking level. It's scary, but very helpful. Number 5. Speak without fear. Remember, everyone was a beginner once. Everyone makes mistakes. Nobody cares. You deserve to speak well. Let me tell you something important. If you understand English, you are already 70% there. This is huge. The problem is not intelligence. The problem is not talent. The problem is not age. The problem is simply lack of speaking practice, fear of mistakes, no speaking habits. And all of these can be fixed. Imagine yourself 3 months from now. You speak confidently, you don't translate in your head, sentences come out naturally, you feel proud, you feel free. And it's possible. You just need consistent practice. I believe in you. Seriously. Alright everyone, that's it for today's lesson. If this video helped you understand why you can understand English but can't speak it, make sure to like this video and subscribe for more lessons. Thank you so much for watching. Keep practicing, stay confident, and remember, you already understand English. Now it's time to speak it. See you in the next video. Bye for now.